possible to increase the closest in the vest? Let me forget. 110. That's still a lot higher. But you see.
Well, I got to make this video. Alright, this is a video I had planned. Important to get it today. The paramedics just took my mom to the hospital. And that is a first. Never had this experience before. But this is work here. These videos are what I do. There's nothing else I want to do anyway, so I didn't plan to film it, but I just had turned on the camera as it was happening. I might as well give you a glimpse at what it's like to have health problems, which is what I try to prevent here on my channel. And I suspect it's just her usual stress. She did spend the day so far doing stressful things like watching Trump news and talking about it with someone on the phone instead of doing things that reduce stress. But yeah, it's probably just stress. They just need to get the blood pressure down and things will probably be okay. By coincidence, I'll be talking about Boogie here, who was scheduled to go into the hospital tomorrow. This is a mass update. I'll be covering Kalel, Boogie, vegan cheater, all these people I've talked about before. Okay, I'll finish with Boogie, since I'll probably go long there. And I'll start with the shortest one, and that is Kalel. She's a popular vegan YouTuber who doesn't make much videos anymore. She's got depression and other issues. But she made a video recently. Basically, the video was that she had lost another boyfriend and brought in another cat. This is a pattern with her, and it's something she has to deal with in her head. Most problems do come from the mind and your own thinking. The title of her video was, "I'm Not Happy." Yeah. I tried to teach people how to be happy, but some advice people don't want to take. Like turning off the news. I've been telling her that for weeks. So I have all this written down. I can't memorize this. I just wanted to thank Kalel for making it seem like vegans are so depressed that they can't even capitalize on their good fortune. Like having 500,000 viewers and having money. She has all the ingredients. So I posted a message on that video. I said, watch some happy vegans on YouTube. What we click on is what expands in our lives. Other people can't make you happy. My vegan videos really teach living well. Veganism is just one ingredient. Okay, the news about vegan cheater is pretty short. It's just an interesting thing that happened. Yeah, I had made a video talking about what he said to Angie. I sent my video to them, and it looks like Ryan got it. And then I guess he made a video to Cheater saying, "Stop picking on my wife's looks," something like that. And then, of course, you know what happened. Vegan Cheetah capitalized on that and made a video. Ryan's still bitching about all the stuff I say. He still cares. No, it could be that Ryan does not watch the Cheater. It's just me. I sent it to him. I may have made all that happen. And then, yeah, under Cheetah's video about it, I posted this story that I might have been responsible. Vegan Cheetah pinned my comment to the top of that video. And I think I got some subs out of that. Probably did. My sub count is on the rise again after 6 months. See, that's what does it. You gotta have visibility. See, people are seeing that I exist there. Post too late, your comments get lost. And on a similar note, I posted a comment to Christina, Fully Raw, and she gave it a love, and that probably got me some attention too. That was just a few days ago. Next up, there's Natalie Haig, the fat model I made a video about, and I just happened to come across a video on YouTube of someone talking about that story, basically saying similar stuff I am. And this guy's fat. Check out this clip.
I recently read an article where this fat chick was on an airplane. She sees a guy who's sitting beside her making text messages, making jokes about her. Now, is that rude? Of course it's rude. But she whips out her phone, took a picture of his private text messages. She confronts him, records it with her phone, puts it on the internet, of course, and it goes viral, and everybody's telling her she's a fat-ass hero. Well, she's not a fat-ass hero. Your fat ass doesn't need to be accepted. Try to use them for your publicity stunt. He does make an insult about her being, like, do you think you could actually help people exit the airplane because she was sitting in the exit row because she's fat? Hey, look, I've been on the airplane too where I sit in the exit row because I'm fat. There's more room there for my fat ass. He makes that joke or something, and then she's like, you don't know my lifestyle. I work out 5 or 6 times a week. Wrong! If you do work 5 or 6 times a week and you've been doing it for a while, then your ass wouldn't be fat. She's healthy because she's young. I've said this before. A lot of young folks like, I'm perfectly healthy, but you're also young. If the bitch was 40 years old, she'd drop dead with a heart attack because she's a fat ass.
Okay, more bad news. And I said like a week ago that I was worried this might happen. And it looks like it's happened. Now, I'm not going to mention her name because we shouldn't keep on perpetuating it and people don't want to hear. The thing is, if you like her, you already have seen her comeback. But if you don't like her, well, you shouldn't be watching anyway, because we should not be hate watching, because that perpetuates the hate and the thing that we do hate. Oh, and what I'm referring to is that she's back to making those old videos, cause so much trouble, and that is so boring. Okay, now Boogie, that's how it's pronounced. His weight loss surgery scheduled to Tuesday, July 25. And also, today, the 24th, happens to be his birthday. So as you can see, I have to make this video today. And he's been on a medical diet for the last 2 weeks. One reason is to just bring down the weight. And I looked on his Twitter account that he did post that his weight got below 500 pounds for the first time in years. And that he's all clear for surgery. Alright, here's why I was stressed out earlier today. Reading these comments on Boogie's Twitter. No matter what happens, we're making this surgery happen. Yeah, I've tried to talk him out of it. I won't be backing out no matter what. That sounds like crazy talk. A few extra days on this diet, a few extra weeks of anxiety. Doesn't matter? Tell that to me, how I'm feeling right now. I'll do whatever it takes, yada yada yada. I can't imagine how stressful this is for him. I'm just feeling a little bit of it reading this. Just this whole thing has got to be stressful enough to kill this 500-pound person. And then he says, at this point I can't imagine why I even need surgery. Down another 3 pounds in 24 hours. That's water weight, alright. Come hell or high water. I think he's flipping out. You gotta see the rest of this here. Cardiologist will see me today. Test done. We won't know anything till late Monday, which is the day before surgery for some reason. Right to the wire. They won't know anything until just before. Gonna be a long weekend and stressful. I don't think I need to comment. Seems I have hit my first plateau at 498. This is historically where I stay stuck on crash diets. Surgery will help me push through. Having had some nutritionists explain to me metabolism, crash diets, plateaus, over the past few months makes me feel okay with this. So you can see why I knew this was going to go long here. I don't know what these experts have been telling him. I suspect it's not what I would say really rapid weight loss is because of a lot of water weight, and he is on a liquid diet, and that get rid of water retention the best. The reason he would hit the plateau is because simply the water is all gone. And that also explains why he'd hit the plateau in the same place every time. I'm thinking that maybe this is why he went off all those diets, like the vegan diet he tried. But we really don't have much information to go on because he doesn't really give it. He probably hit a plateau and decided the diet was no longer working. Otherwise, why not just stay on it? He's been able to stay on this very restrictive diet, so why can't he stay on a much less restrictive diet? Now, I've heard that plateaus happen on the low-carb, low-calorie diet, which doesn't make much sense, because how can you not help but lose weight? But it happens. Now, right there it tells you that something's wrong with the diet. But when you plateau on an abundant vegan, low-fat diet, that's just a natural occurrence that you have to go through. Of course, when you're eating a lot of calories, you can't just expect to lose weight continuously. Your body's going to go through phases of adjustment. So anyway, just before making the video, I was waiting for the word that should have been coming, and it did, that the surgery has been delayed by a few days. He was expecting this. It's going to be like 5 or 6 days. I had just taken a break here and starting to put together my video in the editor here. And this message popped up. Boogie is right on the ball there. He already has his video up saying the surgery was delayed. Guess he doesn't do much editing. He doesn't need to. He's gonna make a few $100 with that video, no matter what's in it. It doesn't matter. And I also just got a phone call. It was my mother saying she's already been released because there's nothing really wrong except for stress. See, I was right. I know the patient. Well, I just thought of something funny. I had turned off the TV about a half hour before this, and guess who was on the screen? This would have been a classic shot. I could have filmed actual paramedics surrounding my mother as she's laying down on the couch in front of the TV with Trump giving a speech. I can imagine a paramedic saying, "I may have discovered the problem." Speaking of stress here, more Boogie comments here. Waiting patiently all day to hear something from the hospital. I'm going insane. And he doesn't have to. Last night shows how devastating an anxiety disorder can be. It caused me to misinterpret something and create misery out of nowhere. So Boogie is in ketosis, a horrible state, giving him headaches. He's starving. He has what he calls the keto flu. And now there's the fear from surgery. But at least it's better than a veganish diet, high in carbs and low in fat.